time to hit the road. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
All right, good evening, everyone. This is Jonathan Tab with the International 9900i with the Bandit same thing. We're going to start with Ray Onions in Denver, and it's going to be in a cool place. So I'm going to wait. Oh, so as you see, this is America 250. So it already celebrated last weekend. So let's go for a ride.
Support comes from Gemma, architects, planners, and designers seeking to bring joy to their clients and communities. Details at gemastl.com. Support also comes from EHPN Technology Partners, delivering stress-free IT in St. Louis. EHPN helps businesses reduce cybersecurity risk, avoid costly downtime, and make technology decisions with confidence. EHPN.com.
The federal government regularly rounds up and removes some of them, putting them in those corrals and pastures. This year, it'll be 14,000.
Every time they do a roundup, there's more horses, which means that we're just making a commitment to continue to spend that much money.
Each new wild horse in captivity is roughly $4 a day on the taxpayer's bill. And Godby says there's only one way to stop that.
You've got to get rid of some, and then the question is how.
One solution some people offer up is, hey, why don't we just sell these horses to slaughter, clear out the pens on a mass scale, start fresh from there.
Emily Stearns is with the American Horse Council. She
Go
says
straight on.
loopholes mean some horses end up across the border in slaughterhouses, but the federal government isn't directly doing that. It legally
Get
can't.
ready to turn
It
right.
does try to get the public to adopt the horses, but Stearns says that too has problems.
Turn
We
right.
are limited by the number of people who have the skills to safely handle these horses.
Remember, they're wild animals.
Having a random person come in off the street and adopt these horses is just setting everybody up for failure.
Another option is
Keep
fertility control to reduce the free-roaming wild herd sizes. But that'll take, you guessed it, more money.
I mean, I feel like the way this story ends is just that it's complicated and there isn't a solution and it's going to keep costing a lot of money.
I wish I really had a punchier exit line for you than that. I very much appreciate that that's not a very exciting way to end it.
What is exciting is still seeing a wild horse roaming through the sagebrush in the middle of nowhere. In Lander, Wyoming, I'm Caitlin Tan for Marketplace.
Exit left.
Coming up.
I didn't want to end up with bright purple floors and green walls.
Yeah, no, me neither. First, though, let's do it. Dow Industrial's up 139 points today, 0.3%, 52,487. The Nasdaq added 336, 1 3/10%, 26,206. The S&P 500 gained 60 points, 0.8%, 75 and 43. It is a day that ends in Y, so of course we're talking about AI. Micron Technology climbed 4.5%. Nvidia slid 0.6%. SanDisk surged about 7.6%. Stephanie Hughes was telling us about the war in Iran and PepsiCo. Shares of PepsiCo fell 3.25%. Today is National Sugar Cookie Day, also called the Nazareth cookie, the modern version of the sugary, buttery confection. It was created by German immigrants who settled in Nazareth, Pennsylvania in the 1700s. Not a very sweet day, though, for General Mills, owner of cookie maker Pillsbury, down 1.33% on the day. You're listening to Marketplace.
The Numbers is supported by Odoo.com, your entire business on one platform. Marketplace is supported by Raymond James, wealth management, banking, and capital markets solutions inspired by people. That's the power of personal. Disclosures at RaymondJames.com. And by Progressive Insurance. From cars and homes to motorcycles, boats, and RVs, Progressive offers coverage options on a wide range of products. Learn more about coverage options online at Progressive.com or at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
There's never been a president in the history of the United States that has made this much money while in the White House. And I've been tracking the Trump family for a decade now, but I never imagined that he would see, more than $2 billion in revenue in the first year that he's back as president.
I'm Rachel Abrams. That's Today on the Daily from the New York Times. Join us tonight at 6:30 on STLPO. Thank you for listening to Marketplace on St. Louis Public Radio, a listener-supported service of the University of Missouri St. Louis. Additional Additional support comes from Straight Up Solar, helping homeowners and businesses control energy costs with solar energy and storage solutions. More information on financing options at straightupsolar.com.
This is Marketplace. I'm Kai Rostock. President Schwab did a story for us a couple of days ago about all of the small businesses that baby boomers are going to be passing down to their kids and maybe their grandkids over the next 5 or 10 years. That's just one slice of the trillions of dollars in assets that are going to be coming down the pike as boomers age. Complicating that, though, are divorces, which are on the rise among the post-war generation. Emily Stewart wrote about it in Business Insider the other day. Emily, thanks for coming on.
Thanks so much for having me.
All right, so divorces are generally down, right? But not so much with older folks. What's going on?
Yeah, so older people still get divorced at lower rates than younger people, but we are seeing the rate of divorce go up among men. So since 1990, the divorce rate for people over 50 has doubled, and for people over 65, it has tripled. So older people are getting divorced a lot more than they used to.
Divorce is always hard. It gets harder the later in your married life you are, right? Entangling finances and property and all that.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, for younger people, a lot of the time the issue is your kids, your house, maybe alimony. But a lot of people feel like, they're early enough in their careers that if it is a financial hit for them, they can kind of make that money back for retirement, et cetera, et cetera. For older people, these people have really kind of built a lifetime together, right? It's not just the house, it might be multiple houses, it's probably their retirement accounts, their 401ks, and that can be a lot to unwind, and people kind of, don't realize necessarily going into it how complex it's going to be, because again, you really do build a life together that's pretty big, and unwinding that is hard.
Let's talk about some of the trickle-down effects that we should follow. Number one, sometimes these older people, when they get divorced, wind up re-entering the workforce too. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that can definitely happen, and it can be a little bit harder because, again, people are kind of farther along in their earning years. They don't have as much time to kind of make up money. I think for women especially, it can be complicated as much as women are working more than they used to. Many of them are still stay-at-home moms, or maybe they just took some time out of the workforce, and so they're a little bit farther behind, and getting back in can be pretty tough, especially if you've been out for a long time, for a decade.
Also, and this is kind of random, but you're married for a long time, you get papers, you score them away, you put into this, you put into that, and then the time comes to dissolve this marriage, and you literally don't know where, like, the deed to your house is, and the title to the cars, and all of this stuff.
Yeah, I was talking to an attorney who does divorces here in New York, and that was one thing she brought up. People will say, well, I inherited this property just for me. Okay, well, where is that will from your uncle who died 20 years ago? Was there a prenup? Probably not, but even so, who has it? And so that's the kind of stuff where, if it was 20, 30 years ago, you just don't have that stuff sitting around anymore.
Do kids get a vote? I mean, one assumes that these would be grown-up children of these boomers who are divorcing.
Yeah, I mean, that's one that I did hear from some of the attorneys I talked to, is that adult kids will kind of meddle a little bit more. If you're 10 and your parents getting divorced and you don't really have anything to say about it, but if you're 30, 40, you might be more involved. And I think that's especially more complicated in blended families where maybe this is a business was to learn in Italian construction terms. So I learned how to say tiles and windows and drywall and plaster and paint. I didn't want to end up with bright purple floors and green walls that weren't supposed to be, so it was definitely out of necessity. It's fascinating how much you can learn when you really need to. Some of my favorite quirks to the home are definitely the 7 addresses. So I have 4 front doors in the front and then 3 in the back. And it's very interesting. I haven't ordered mail there yet, so that's something that I'll have to discover later on. I'm hoping to officially move in at the end of this summer. With an old 600-year-old home, there's always something that comes up, something new to do, something that you find under a tile or behind a wall. Being able to work remotely has greatly helped me in this whole renovation process and be able to spend all of this time in Italy and not have to worry about if I can get the PTO or if I can take a leave of absence. That was never something that I had to worry about. The month after my offer on the house was accepted, I came back to Los Angeles and I was talking to my best friend, and he kind of toyed around with the idea maybe I should buy a house there too. And I thought, yeah, I'm just here to plant the seed. He came and visited me for the first time, and he ended up leaving, having bought the house next door. So now we get to be neighbors and not just best friends.
I mean, come on, sign me up, right? Man. Kiki Lee, first-time homeowner. The mailing address is Musamelli, Sicily by the end of the summer. Whether you are moving overseas or back to your hometown, tell us about it, would you? Marketplace.org/adventures in housing.
Let's do
Marketplace is supported by Bank of America, sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, dedicated to offering solutions to help businesses meet their goals locally and globally. More at bankofamerica.com/gamechangers. And by Schwab. At Schwab, investors get choices ranging from self-directed investing to full-service wealth management all in one place. No matter the investing goal, life stage, amount to invest, or know-how, Schwab can help. More at schwab.com.
This final note on the way out today, in which Federal Reserve Chairman Kevin Warsh has made his first real moves to put his mark on the central bank. He has named the co-chairs of the 5 task forces he announced in his first press conference. That was a couple of weeks ago. It's a mix of academic economists, former leaders of other central banks, and business leaders too, including former Walmart CEO Doug McMillon and, of note, venture capitalist Mark Andreessen. Also, and not really related at all, but worth mentioning, former Fed Chair Ben Bernanke has been named to Anthropic's oversight board.
exit right.
Our daily production team includes Andy Corbin, Mika Ellison, Maria Hollenhorst, Sarah Leeson, Sean McHenry, and Sophia Terenzio. Will Story is the supervising senior
Turn
producer, and I'm Kai Rizdal. We will see you tomorrow, everybody. This is APN.
There are a lot of questions about Mitch McConnell's health. The Republican senator has been hospitalized for almost 4 weeks, and his office has not disclosed why or when he's expected to return. But McConnell is not the only member of Congress who's been absent this year. What do top officials owe the public about their health? On the next morning edition from NPR News.
Join us tomorrow morning from 5 to 9 on St. Louis Public Radio. For decades, Kirkwood's Municipal Electric Department brought the city a whole lot of money. Then a revelation came last fall. The department was in the hole for more than $15 million. On tonight's St. Louis on the Air, we'll discuss the situation and what could be next, and we'll also meet track star The DJ. His credits include work with Run with the Jewels, Dave Chappelle, and Wu-Tang Clan. St. Louis on the Air tonight at 7 on St. Louis Public Radio. NPR can take you anywhere. Whether you're working a shift doing yard work or cleaning the house, come along with us. With public radio, the world's just a tap or voice command away from anywhere you are.
I've also heard from some industry executives from the energy sector who are saying, they're wondering whether or not they should partner with the Trumps in new business ventures because they don't want to end up being subpoenaed if the Democrats take the House or the Senate.
I'm Rachel Abrams. That's coming up on The Daily from the New York Times.
Live from NPR News in Culver City, California, I'm Dwayne Brown. Following days of intense pressure from Maine and national Democratic leaders, Graham Plattner ended his Senate campaign last night after denying recent accusations that he raped a former romantic partner 5 years ago. Democrats are now looking for a replacement, but as Maine Public's Kevin Miller tells us, questions remain over how Plattner was vetted in the first place.
It wasn't even a trickle, it was just a steady, flow of controversies that kept coming out over and over again. I should say that he was definitely not the party's nominee. This was not the state party that chose him. This was not the national party that chose him. This was kind of the grassroots, the populist Bernie Sanders style campaign, and those are the folks that put him forward. So there is some questions about why there wasn't more digging into his background.
That's Maine Public's Kevin Miller. Democrats are trying to unseat Republican incumbent Susan Collins in November. In a few weeks, Britain will get its 7th prime minister in 10 years. Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham threw his hat into the ring to lead the ruling Labour Party. As NPR's Fatima El-Kassab reports, so far he has no challengers.
The popular former mayor of Manchester, nicknamed the King of the North, confirmed he has submitted his nomination to lead the UK's governing Labour Party and become the next Prime Minister, writing on social media that it's all starting to feel very real. Burnham now looks all but set to reside in 10 Downing Street in less than 2 weeks, replacing Keir Starmer, who resigned last month amid historically low poll ratings. Fatima El-Kassab, NPR News.
Well, stocks finished higher on Wall Street today. Crude oil prices eased a bit, but worries persist that a return to warring with Iran will block oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz. This is NPR News. Bonnie Tyler, the British musician behind bombastic 80s hits including Total Eclipse of the Heart, has died at the age of 75 following an illness. NPR's Isabella Gomez Sarmiento has this remembrance.
Bonnie Tyler had a penchant for songs that feel larger than life. Her musical signature, heartrending, over-the-top belting that pushed her gravelly voice to its limit, often captured the soaring drama of anything she sang about, whether it was a crushing heartbreak or her undying faith in love. Tyler's career spans more than 50 years, but the excess and anguish of her 1980s collaborations with producer Jim Steinman came to define the maximalist pop rock of the decade. Isabella Gomez Sarmiento, NPR News.
A sweltering heat wave failed to dampen the most anticipated.
Giving up the power, giving up control. Gravity is giving way. Nothing left for me to say. Feel the pull, feel the heat. Lock the pulse into the beat. I got no brakes, I'm letting go. Catching the high, losing the low. Unstoppable force, a physical
ride shotgun with you. 1, 2.
Why's he call you darling? Why's he call
Got the seal and your plans for tomorrow. Got the know what my name with the face, though. I'm on top. I'm on it. I'm on top. I'm on it. Say you got that short-term memory, but in no time learn my identity. I'm on top. I'm on it. I'm on top. I'm on it. Then in every moment, you got me stuck in your head. When you're all alone, it swear you can follow my scent. I'm not, no, I'm not, no, easy to forget. I'm not, no, I'm not, no, easy to forget. Won't find me there in the backdrop, never catch me lost on the desktop. I'm on top, I'm on it, I'm on top, I'm on it. When you got your post now, part of me got the drum of my name in your heartbeat. I'm on top, I'm on it, I'm on top, I'm on it. Then in every moment, you got me stuck in your head. When you're all alone, it swear you can follow my scent. I'm not, no, I'm not, no, easy to forget. I'm not, no, I'm not, no, easy to endless fights I know. Me and my baby don't have to be alone. Let there be love songs. Let there be harmony. I'm leaving the lonesome behind me now. It's all on my baby.
Other stuff. So I incorporated some of those stories into these tours, telling them, hey, you know what? Here's an interesting fact. And did you know that in this town there were the
Today, 0.3%, 52,487. The Nasdaq added 336, 1 3/10%, 26,206. The S&P 500 gained 60 points, 0.8%, 75 and 43. It is a day that ends in Y, so of course we're talking about AI. Micron Technology climbed 4.5%. Nvidia slid 0.6%. SanDisk surged about 7 and 6.
The Starbucks iced horchata shaken espresso is back for the summer. Crafted with cinnamon, vanilla, and nutty notes of toasted rice. Hand shaken with smooth blonde espresso and finished with oat milk for a creamy touch. Made for summer. Only at Starbucks.
Boring aches and pains, or sleeping eyes. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now upgrade to a Tempur-Pedic and get a $300 instant gift, plus next-day delivery. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. Next-day delivery available on select mattresses and subject to location. See store for details.
And now, a No Frills ad brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Here it is. You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's it. See? Just a good old-fashioned, straightforward ad. See if you could save at Progressive.com.
We go to the top half of the fifth inning. Fifth inning is brought to you by Grandin Expo Grand Slam Savings with 10 Northern California locations. GrandinExpo.com. And in the fifth, it'll be Jacob Wilson leading us off against Robert Valdez. Wilson followed by Geloff, followed by Butler, I should say, and then Thomas. Just swung it into left field for a base hit. Didn't waste any time. He's got their first hit of the night. A sharp single to left by Jacob Wilson. And they'll bring up Lawrence Butler, the right fielder.
You know what the thought process is. First pitch, best pitch, and he was getting a fastball in the zone. Knee height, was able to turn on it, get a base hit, first hit of the series for Jacob.
Here's Butler as he swung foul left side and looks to the crowd, 0-1. So Butler took over in Gelof's spot after Zach banged his knee in that sidewall down there. The beautiful play. Foul territory down there. Lefty versus lefty here as the pitch is taken low with a sinker. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 55 pitches for Framber Valdez. 37 strikes for the 5th inning of a 1-0 game. A's trailing. Into the bag at third is McGonigal, about 20 feet off the line. As Robert played the pitch, that's taken inside. It's now 2-1 on Butler. Colby Thomas, the on-deck hitter.
Anytime you get a leadoff base runner, Johnny, you feel like you got to cash in, especially on the road against the guy of quality, Robert Valdez.
The A's can take advantage. Let's get over first. Keep an eye on Wilson. James gets back.
We touched on this before, too. Look how Matt Vierling is positioned. I mean, he is in dead right center.
He is.
The entire pull side for Butler, if he hits it into the corner, that's a triple for him.
Yeah, that's where they played Butler yesterday as the 2-1 pitch. Look out. Hits it. The breaking ball and it hits Lawrence. So the A's in business here. Hopefully Lawrence is okay. First and second, nobody out. There was a curveball, just got away from Framber Valdez. Jeff Collins, athletic trainer for the Athletics, and Mark Kotze going out to check on Butler. A breaking ball, and they got him in the hand or the arm there.
He got him in the forearm, Johnny. He had the elbow guard, and right in front, in between his batting glove and the elbow guard, is just about 4 or 5 inches of an unprotected area. Caught him right there in the forearm. He's okay, though. He's smiling.
I think I talked about this the other day when someone asked, right when spring training was ending, they asked Mark Kotze, and you must feel really good. He was going into the season injury-free. He's like, please don't say that. Don't even talk about it, right? It shouldn't even be talked about. And the A's,
well, he was right.
And the injuries are going to happen at some point. First and second, nobody out. Here's Colby Thomas, the left fielder, as he takes high and away with a changeup, and it's 1-0.
The injuries all in close proximity, and the fact that there's so many of them all at the same time is a difficult pill to swallow, especially for an A's team heading into the All-Star break. Another 10 games below 500, that happened in the blink of an eye.
Yeah. A's have lost 13 of their last 16 games. They've lost 5 straight, trying to snap their longest skid of the year. Colby Thomas struck out swinging back in the third inning, 0 for 1. Thanks for being with us here on this Thursday night. And join us on the weekend, A's and White Sox, right before the All-Star break. A's will take on the Nationals next weekend. So Butler at first, Wilson at second. 1-0 the count on Thomas, the 1-0 pitch. That's one on fly ball. The right's in there pretty well. Vierling going back. Near the track and makes the catch near the wall. Tagging is Wilson. He'll get the third. So the A's going to runners off the corners with 1 out. Thomas just missed it. Here's Henry Bolte.
Again, another ball that probably in West Sac could have blown out depending on how the wind performs. Right up against the wall and an effective out setting up Bolte, who you have to be on your toes about because the corners are going to play in here. I don't know if they would be willing to lay down a bunt with Henry Bolte with Wilson at third base. But maybe, just maybe, to get something going, something like that could happen.
Runners take their leads from first and third as Palmer to the plate. The pitch that's swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Dan Dickerson, great play-by-play voice of the Tigers. Asked me about the speed of the outfield. And they've talked about this A's outfield, how athletic it is. The pitch misses low. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. And specifically wanted to talk about Bolte. Said, I really like it. He said, Zach McKinstry learned pretty quickly that it's hard to double up Henry Bolte. Left-hander looks in, 1-1 pitch at that reverse. I said it at the time on the air. I said, I think McKinstry learned something there. And you can have all the meetings before the game that they're going to have about a guy, but until you see the speed in person, you realize that McKinstry will not make that mistake again. As left-hander looks in, 1-1 the count. 1-1 pitch, hit down to the first baseman, drops to the second for 1, on to first, not in time. Too much speed, a run comes in, it's 1-1. Very difficult to double up Hank Bolte. As he picks up the RBI ground out, goes 3-6 on the put out. Wilson scores, and the A's have tied it Alika Williams. Right-handed hitter, 2-0 the count. As Fromer over first, keep an eye on Henry. A's are 22-23 on the road this year, 19-28 at home. Big hole on the right side for Alika. Fromer delivers the pitch. That's hit foul right side of the play. And it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Who was impressive last night was Troy Melton. He was excellent. And 5 1/3, 4 hits, 1 unearned run. Struck out 9, his career high. Delivers a strike, a sinker, and it's now 2-2. So 2-2 to count on the Alika Williams left-hander comes set. 2-2 pitch. That's a ground ball to the third baseman. On the glove of the second off. Fires over to first in time. And the inning is over. The A's tied up. 1 run on 1 hit. 1 man left through 4.5. It's the A's 1 and the Tigers 1.
Hey Las Vegas, are you tired of plumbing prices that break the bank? At 365 Plumbing, we're bringing fair pricing back. Family owned and operated, we treat your home like it's our home. For your everyday plumbing needs, we're here 365 days a year, rain or shine, day or night. Extend the life of your water heater right now. For a limited time, take advantage of our water heater flush special for only $26. Visit us at 365plumbingnv.com. 365 Plumbing, because where the water flows, 365 Plumbing goes.
Nick here with Stefano's Greek and Mediterranean Grill. Summerlin, it's official. Stefano's is now open on Lake Mead in Buffalo. Come enjoy our beautiful dining room designed for family meals, quick lunches, and everything in between. Or swing by for fast, easy takeout with all your favorites. Gyros, bowls, shawarmas, kebabs, and our famous baklava. Our salad dressings and marinades are made with no seed oils. And our must-try fries are cooked in 100% avocado oil. The new Stefano's in Summerlin is now open. Come taste what everyone's talking about. Stefano's. Real food, real fast, real healthy.
If you're considering purchasing a new or used Honda, or need to service your current vehicle, go to the name Las Vegas Trust for exceptional sales, service, and parts. Finley. Whether you're up north, down south, or somewhere in between, you're always just 15 minutes away from a Finley Honda store. Each location has friendly and knowledgeable sales and service professionals. So give us a call or stop in anytime. Finley Honda in Centennial Hills and Finley Honda Henderson in the Valley Auto Mall. The difference is in the name.
Gambler's bonus hits again. On June 14th, Betty hit 4 4s, clearing her Gambler's bonus 4-of-a-kind bingo card for over $11,000. Betty hit big and so can you with Gambler's bonus. It's why you play the game.
We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's a 1-1 game as How You Lee will lead things off against the right-hander Jack Perkins. Johnny Dawson with Chris Terry. Thanks so much for joining us here from American Park. Lee grounded out from the shortstop Wilson in the second inning, 0 for 1. As Perkins delivers a strike. First pitch sweeper, it's nothing. 1 run, 1 hit for the Tigers, 1 run, 1 hit for the A's. Ball game. He's trying to get out of here with the man, trying to snap a 5-game skid. Jack to the plate, the 0-1. Chopper, third and foul, 2.
How you lead one of the many young players coming from Taiwan, becoming a whole new hotbed for baseball. A lot of Taiwanese players who are starting to find themselves in major league organization and eventually reaching the big leagues. You know, the A's have a prospect of Wei and Lin they're excited about.
Absolutely, 0-2 missing low, 1-2.
Is going to go through Tommy John surgery, so it'll be quite some time before we see Wei and Lin take the mound again in the A's organization. But
he's just 20 years old, right? He's the 1-2 pitch. That's foul right side out of play.
I remember a guy in the minor leagues named Yu Min Lin in the Diamondbacks organization. He's primed for his major league debut any day now, left-handed starter as well. Not the same stature as Wei and Lin. Another lefty that can command the baseball, throw the ball with velocity.
1-2 pitch. Just missed. Slider is now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Starting to see guys from the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, covered it better was Henry Volte himself. That ground was covered very quickly. Elected to go full extension diving catch with his backhand, the left center field outlet, for an incredible first out of the bottom of the fifth.
I'll tell you what, CC, the outfielders putting on an absolute clinic defensively tonight. As the pitch to Terry Carpenter misses one ball and no strikes. Wow, what a play by Hank.
This is what you and I talked about, Jenny and I talked about before the game, is this has to be the most athletic outfield lineup entering play that I've seen this year.
1-0 pitch is chopped foul through the A's dugout first base sides, 1-1.
And Butler no slouch either, but the combination of Geloff, Volte, and Thomas, all three of those individuals have made Gold Glove caliber plays tonight. Colby Thomas has two of them.
1-1 to count. The 1-1 to Carpenter, left-hand hitter, that misses low. 2 balls and 1 strike. We have a 1-1 game. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning here in America. Jack Perkins delivers his 53rd pitch. And it's taken low. It's now 3-1 and change up for Jack. Carpenter, 227, 13 homers, 36 driven in.
Marlins up 5-1. Chance Junk, the former A, back to work after being elevated from the IL. Marlins continuing to win.
There's a 3-1 pitch from Perkins. That's taken high. He lost in ball 4. So first walk issued by an athletic pitcher in this game. 1-out walk, and here's Zach McKinstry, the shortstop.
Just imagine, Johnny, a World Series, the Marlins and White Sox, for the expectations for both of those teams, and now you're having a conversation saying, wait a minute, it could happen.
I mean, they're in the conversation.
Both of those teams.
A lot has to happen for the Marlins to make the playoffs, but they've been special this year. McKinstry at the plate as he takes outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Gotta give you credit, man. Called the White Sox early. I don't think you knew they'd play this well, but you said they'd be in the conversation a little bit.
They'd be pushing 500, was, I think, what I said.
1-0 the count. I gotta be honest, I scoffed. 1-0 pitch. That misses low 2-0. You know I'm accountable when I scoff. I scoffed at that 500 pick with the White Sox. Thought they were a year away. But, man, they've been a really good team. Veterans done a fantastic job with that young club. Carpenter, they got Murakami back. We talked about that. As Perkins delivers the 2-0 pitch, taken low now, 3-0.
You know, I'm an avid consumer of all things Japanese. Murashaka Murakami being a big part of that, watching him play in the Nippon Leagues. You knew he could be a very big impact for them, and what he has been, what he has meant to them, I think is a big part to their success. And of course, that young core that's so fun to watch.
The 3-0 pitch taken for a strike. You know, some Japanese players take a few years to pick it up in the big leagues. Other guys come over and they just are able to adjust right away. And
some guys never figure it out.
Yeah, it's true.
The guy Shogo Akiyama, remember him? Never figured it out at the big league level.
3-1 pitch. It's foul left side on the plate. 3-2, 1-1 to score, bottom of the 5th.
Right, like Yoshimoto Sitsugo. Remember Sitsugo?
Yes, of course.
These are 2 guys that didn't figure it out at the major league level, that were superstars in Japan. Doesn't always translate.
That's right. Luis Medina, right-hander, loosening up in the bullpen for the A's. Pitch swung on. Fly ball deep right field. Going back. Butler near the track, on the track. And this ball is gone. A 2-run homer for McKinstry. It's now 3-1 Detroit. Just over the yellow line out there for McKinstry. It's his 4th of the year on side, 17 and 18. And just like that, it's a 3-1 ball game here in the 5th. So Scott Emerson, the pitching coach, can go out there and check on Jack. This consultation from the mound brought to you by Granite Expo Grand Slam Savings with 10 Northern California locations. GraniteExpo.com. Evans is down and away. First pitch, cutter, it's 1-0.
Just have to limit the long ball, Johnny. That's really been something that this, not only rotation, but the bullpen has had to deal with over these last 3 rough weeks.
This pitch, that's taken for strike. A sweeper, and it's 1-1.
And to come to their defense, they've pitched in environments that are very offensive friendly, but in a place like this, you have to get the ball on the ground. You cannot trust the ball in the air because these are big swingers for the Tigers.
Pitch to right-hand hitting Jake Rogers. This is down, and it's 2-1. Rogers 171, 3 homers, 9 driven in. Malik Williams, second baseman, shaded up the middle. The right-hander, Perkins, delivers the pitch. That is taken on the inside edge for a strike. Rogers got a double take back to home plate umpire. Ortiz is now 2-2.
What is that? 171, but 169 of it feels like it's against the A's.
Yeah. Tell you what, man. 2 big homers is the 2-2 pitch. That is low. 2-seamer is now 3-2. Jake Rogers very popular in that Tigers clubhouse. Keeps everything loose all the time with these guys. Absolute team leader. There's the 3-2 pitch. That's a little chopper up along third and foul. Remains 3-2. On deck hitter is James Outman. And now stepping out is Jake Rogers. So he's now trailing 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tigers find their 43rd win. Their pitch is taken outside, ball 4. So he loses. Roger, let's pause while we have a moment for station identification. A's Cast, the A's Radio Network. With Chris Carey and Ken Korak and Chris Townsend and Jenny Kavanaugh, Johnny Dawson. Thanks so much for being with us. Mark Consley going out. He's going to make the change. So Luis Medina is going to be the new pitcher off for the Athletics. It's a 3-1 lead for the Tigers in the bottom of the 5th with a runner on first and 1 out and 2 in. And we'll have more right after this. It's baseball at Red Hawk Resort Casino. So many ways to play. You'll stay all day. We have your favorite team games and hundreds of the latest slots, plus 6 award-winning restaurants. And check out Apex for the world-class arcade and bowling center, an awesome indoor car track, and exciting sports bar. Book a room and stay to play another day. It's where entertainment meets excitement. Red Hawk Resort Casino, proud partner of Athletics Baseball.
Want to get inside the game this season? Explore our exclusive 2026 group experiences. Step onto the field before first pitch, take part in on-field performances, or even throw a ceremonial first pitch.
That's a rod drive to deep right field. Well, back Palacios, and it is gone.
It's your chance to be part of the action, not just watch from the stands. Visit athletics.com/groups for details. That's athletics.com/groups.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping on. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Luis Medina making his 30th appearance, 1-1, 3.86 ERA, 22 walks, 48 strikeouts. For Luis Medina, as he will face James Outman, the center fielder. A's trailing 3-1. Perkins responsible for Jake Rogers. He leaves, he could lose it or have nothing to do with it. As Medina from the far first base side of the rubber delivers in the first pitch, a breaking ball in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. 3 runs, 2 hits for the Tigers, 1 run, 1 hit for the A's. Final game of this 3-game set. Outman, he's hitting 155, 3 homers, 11 driven in, former Dodger. There's the pitch. Fastball, this is high. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. joined up former Yankee farmhand. Wilson shape up the middle shortstop. Brower about 30 to 35 feet off the line, 50 behind the bag, right-hander delivers the pitch. That's swung on his good changeup. That's now 1-2.
Luis Medina's got electric stuff when he commands it.
Yeah.
If he can command it consistently, you're talking about a force in the American League, a guy who would be very attractive to a number of teams.
Sure,
I'll find a new guy.
He will be attractive to teams even at the deadline, Johnny.
1-2 pitch. That swung on him as another changeup. Went back-to-back on the changeups there, and he strikes out Elman 2 away. And here's the third baseman, Kevin McGonigal. It's a great pitch. Bottom just dropped out of it.
97, 98 on the fastball. Good breaking ball. Around 90 miles an hour on his changeup. Yeah, a lot of teams could like that. He's lucky to have him.
Question is, McGonigal is struck out. Hit that fly ball down the left field line. It fell down to the Gallup. Made that brilliant play and had to come out, though. It just swung a fly ball to left field. Thomas moving over toward the line there, makes the catch, and the inning is over. But the Tigers get a couple of runs on the 2-run homer by Zach McKinstry. 2 runs, 1 in, 2 walks, 1 left. We're through 5. It's the Tigers 3 and the A's 1.
Hey, Jeff, how's the new job working out?
Really sucks. Terrible boss and the paycheck is even worse. I gotta get a new job.
Truck you.
Wait, what?
Truck you.
You don't have to curse at me.
Dude, you should check out Truck You CDL training. My brother got his CDL license in 4 weeks, and now he has a new career making great money.
Okay, I'm listening.
Truck You offers small classes with night and weekend times available. They will even help with payment programs. Check them out. Truck, the letter U, LV.com. Truck You.
Summer just got a whole lot more rewarding and terrible during our 100 days of summer. We're dropping new deals every single day. At Terrible, the calendar is stacked. Free products, buy one, get one offer. Infinity is on the calendar every day. What are you waiting for? The only way to find out is to download the Terrible Plus Rewards app and earn daily rewards all summer long. 100 days of summer at Terrible. Something new every day, everywhere. Visit Terrible.com for details.
You wouldn't put your life savings into a slot machine, so why keep it at a big bank, where every month can feel like a gamble? At One Nevada Credit Union, we aren't playing games with your money. You get stability, local service, and better rates. Stop pulling the lever and hoping for the best. Switch to One Nevada Credit Union. Don't gamble with big banks. Federally insured by NCUA.
The Vegas Golden Knights will be back in action on Saturday, September the 19th for their first of 4 preseason games, as they'll be in Ontario taking on the LA Kings with their first home preseason game on Thursday the 24th as they host the Utah Mammoth.
Sixth inning of tonight's game is brought to you by Golden State Lumber and Showrooms with the premier inventory across the Bay Area, Sacramento, and Stockton. We go to the 6th inning. It's a 3-1 ball game. The Tigers lead it. Once again, here's Chris.
So the top of the 6th inning is Corona Grauer, and then Kurtz and Langoliers. 2-run game, as Johnny mentioned. A couple of home runs hit by the Tigers, one from Rogers, and a 2-run home run over the yellow line in right center field by Zach McKinstry. Framber Valdez out for his 6th inning of work on the first pitch. The high chopper charging McGonigal from his shoe top, throws to first, and Corona Grauer is out. That was a tough play for Kevin McGonigal. He just reached out on the second hop, or a short hop, get it off of his heel and throw it first on the run away. Actually, might have been a 1-hop chopper to Kevin.
Keep right and then exit
It's a
right.
pitch and an out for Valdez, who's had 68 pitches, about to fire home his 69th pitch
Exit right.
of the game. And it's Kurtz. Pitch number 69 is a beauty at 79 miles an hour, a curveball over 1. Kurtz 0 for 2 with a strikeout swinging and a ground out to third base on a half-hearted swing. 0-1 from Framber Valdez. Curveball low and in. Kurtz is able to hold up the check swing. 1 ball, 1 strike.
presented by Visit Las Vegas, streaming now at athletics.com/Beyond the Dugout. So 2 away, and Langoliers is up. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging, and he was hit by a pitch. The first pitch, he lines that one into center field, a base hit. 2-out single for Shea, his second hit of the series, and up comes Jonah Heim.
Yeah, for the end, just 16 hits in this series, so it's been a struggle against these Tiger pitchers.
Heim is 0 for 2 with a ground out to third and a strikeout swinging. Valdez again from the stretch. The first pitch is a line drive over Hao-Yu Lee into center field. A first pitch ambush for Jonah Heim. And with 2 away, a pair of 2-out singles from Langoliers and Heim. A pair of catchers, you know, the late, great Ray Fosse is looking down and happy about that.
Well, it's only the third time this series A's had back-to-back hits. A big spot for Jacob here. That tying run at first base.
Jacob had a first pitch swing in the 5th inning, had a leadoff single, and then later scored the lone A's run. First pitch to Wilson will not swing. It's a changeup for a called strike, 0-1. Heim at first, Langoliers at second, in the top of the 6th with 2 away. Detroit leads 3-1 in this series finale. A 1 pitch. Looping curveball for a called strike, 0-2. A's have 1 challenge left to play with. And Wilson didn't challenge there. He's behind at 0-2, but we saw all season long last season he loved being in a 2-strike count, it seemed like. Farmer comes set at his belt. And his 0-2 pitch is a looping curveball, swung through and missed, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base for the Athletics. The score 3-1 Tigers as we go on to the bottom of the 6th.
If you need to sell your house, talk to Aaron Taylor. You wanna sell it fast to get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy.
Hey Jacob, the best homes don't sell by accident. They sell with the right strategy.
Right. Whether you're moving up, downsizing, retiring, or relocating, choosing the right real estate team matters.
With more than 30 years of experience and over 8,000 homes sold, Las Vegas homeowners have trusted the real estate guy.
So if you're thinking about selling, let's create a plan that gets you where you want to go. We'll help connect you with trusted contractors for paint, repairs, and updates that can help your home show its best, sell faster, and for potentially more money. And if your property needs major work, no problem. We also buy distressed homes for cash in 5 days or less. So no matter your situation, we'll help you understand all your options and choose the solution that's right for you.
So call the real estate guys today, 702-310-MOVE. That's 702-310-6683.
EXP Realty license number 38886. Call for details.
Talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Sign up today for a new William Hill Nevada mobile sports account, and you can earn up to a $250 bonus bet after placing your first qualifying wager. The William Hill Nevada mobile sports app allows you to bet on the go from any iPhone, iPad, or Android device from anywhere in Nevada. Sign up today and you will never miss another bet. With the largest wagering menu, the mobile sports app features same-game parlays, early cash out, and live in-play wagering on all major sports. For more information, official rules, and to see participating sign-up locations, visit williamhill.us. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Gambler's bonus hits again. On June 14th, Betty hit 4 fours, clearing her Gambler's bonus 4-of-a-kind bingo card for over $11,000. Betty hit big and so can you with Gambler's bonus. It's why you play the game.
The new era of baseball in Las Vegas is right around the corner. For only $19.01, secure your priority access to 2028 tickets at our future new ballpark. You'll get early access to new products such as our recently unveiled dugout clubs featuring ultra-close baseline seating and an elevated game day experience. Secure your spot today at athletics.com/Vegas. Bottom of the 6th inning.
Finding a new route.
Score 3-1 Detroit. 0-1 to the right-handed hitter Vierling. A sinker misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike.
We got that, Rosie? Attendance? What we got? 26-9.
So now the pitch to Vierling is laced into the right center field alley, a base hit. Leadoff single for Matt Vierling. And the third hit for Detroit.
Al Rosenberg, our champion. 2-1-0. He won 26-9-9. Rosie, congratulations.
So you came out empty-handed this series?
I did.
Does that mean that next time we come to Detroit, you owe Al Rosenberg something?
Yes, I do.
I was looking out for Al. He's done an excellent job for us all series long. He's dealt with our quirks.
Go straight on.
Here's Torkelson. He'll take strike one on a slider to the outside corner, 0-1.
I ran into Dallas Gray in the bathroom, and I asked him
Thank you for that.
If he's nervous about Chicago. And in fact, I could tie him up on the foul ball catch count at 2.
A one pitch away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, that'll make for an interesting flight to Chicago.
And he lied. He said he's not nervous at all.
Torkelson over 2 with a fly out to right and a fly out to left. Vierling up first, taking his liberties. Heim holds him on, shading the second base back. Williams now a high chopper to short. Wilson waits back, flip to second. Got tongue-tied there. Vierling is out on the bang-bang play. They do get the lead runner, and 1 is away.
They're not going to challenge him. I was surprised Wilson waited on that second hop, because I think if he charges it, I don't think it's a double play, but it was actually a really close play at second.
Alika didn't even make the throw to first. 6-4 on the fielder's choice play. And had Vierling slid the right way, he would have been in safely.
Yes,
He pulled up at the end.
Yes. A little bit short of that second base bag.
It was like a delayed slide.
Yeah.
He'd gone to a slide earlier, it would have been nobody out, probably. And up comes Riley Green. So Torkelson at first, Medina from the stretch, and Green swinging on the first pitch, the fly ball to left. Thomas strips over 2 steps and makes the catch to his right for the second out. Here comes How You Lee. So Leo for 2, a ground out, and a line out to center field. First pitch is fouled away 0-1. Likely should have been a double for How You Lee, but Henry Volte had other plans. A diving catch in the left center field alley. And likely Henry's best catch of the year so far. Right side open for the right-handed hitter Lee. The 0-1 pitch. Down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Medina deals the 1-1 pitch, and it is a slider for a called strike, 1-2. One-two pitch. Tapper up the third base side. Langelier is spry behind his post. Throws to first, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. And the score, Detroit 3, the A's 1 as we move on to the 7th.
Plumbing problems never knock. They kick down the door at the worst possible time. A burst pipe turning your kitchen into a water park? A clogged drain bubbling like a swamp monster? Don't panic. Gettle wrestles plumbing nightmares for a living. Our perfectionist plumbers handle it all with the precision of a surgeon and the enthusiasm of a game show host. From sewer line repairs to water filtration to tankless water heaters, your home sparkles like we've never even been there, except your plumbing actually works now. Gettle, G-O-E-T-T-L. Fix your pipes, but it's hard to spell.
Zip Zap Auto has expanded into one of the largest independent auto repair shops in the valley. With 23 bays, over 12,000 square feet, Zip Zap is your one-stop shop, offering smog tests, oil changes, detailing, body work, and engine and transmission rebuilding. Plus, Zip Zap provides free towing and diagnostics with qualifying repairs. No appointment necessary.
share insurance. Turn left.
Get your morning started off right with the latest news around the sports world and the best guest interviews. It's the Dan Patrick Show, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. right here on Fox Sports Las Vegas.
The top of the seventh inning of tonight's game is brought to you by NorCal Auto Group. Get a home run deal at Folsom Hyundai or check them out at NorCalAutoGroup.com. It's Butler, Thomas, and Molte up. The Detroit Tigers are up 3-1. Lawrence Butler takes inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Robert Valdez still out there, 77 pitches after that misfire. Butler, who was hit by a pitch, is up for a second time. Left-handed hitter, 2-1, 5 home runs, 22 RBIs. The 1-0 pitch is fouled away on a sinker, 1-1. For Framber Valdez has, not allowing any more runs, has secured a quality start. This time he had a quality start, was 3 starts ago against the Yankees in a 5-3 victory here at home. 1-1 pitch, fouled off, nearly caught by Rogers, but it drops 1-2. Would be his 10th quality start of the year, Johnny. If Framber is able to cross the finish line with